probably wondering what I'm pointing at, right? Well, welcome back to another episode of Captain Bailey's Adventures Pipe Chats. Um, I wasn't really going to even record today. Uh, just feel like sometimes you just got to get out there and do it and just put the freaking camera on and hit record, even if you don't feel like it. This weather sucks. Gloomy, cold. I believe it's supposed to get up to 60 some degrees today. I don't think so. They're saying it is. Maybe it will. But as of right now, I'm freaking freezing. I mean, this is like, we just had Easter. And now we're going into the next weekend after Easter. Been a full week. And snow, winter mix is in the forecast. This isn't springtime. I don't remember it ever being like this. Now, the captain and the first mate are quite depressed, if I should say so. I don't even feel like making videos. I mean, not that I don't have stuff to talk about and things like that, but I mean, just with, with these little videos that I do, I mean, I want to get out and do stuff, I want to start kayaking, I want to start hiking, going places, doing things. I mean, right now, you can't bring the kids out back and let them run around and, gotta do this yard work. I mean, where's the springtime? Get the yard ready, get the garden's over there somewhere. So this video, just a little chat. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I had nothing planned today. So, hope if you're like me, and you're chooching on something, got your bowl full and you want something to watch, maybe you'll watch me. I mean, that's what I do with most of you other guys on the pipe community. I listen to you guys rant. While I smoke on my pipe. So, now that the weather business is out of the way, I mean, it's just really making me depressed and I can't even do anything. I want to do stuff, I mean, there's so much I can do on this channel. I have so many ideas up in my head, kayaking videos, but the only thing with the kayak, I would love to do some really nice kayak adventure videos, on going up the river, going out in the Great Bay, doing some fishing, but I don't have a GoPro. I got this Nikon camera that I record on, so it's, it's on a tripod, so it's a big, bulky, regular, still shot camera, so it's hard to bring that on a boat with you, in a kayak, and row the boat. It's not like a GoPro on your head. You can see what I'm seeing, that type of deal. So half the time, I'm just using, my phone, stuff like that. But I have those ideas in my head that I want to do stuff like that, and it's like when I go to do them, it's like, how am I going to bring a kayak? How am I going to put this thing on a boat? What if it freaking falls overboard? Things like that. Too much risk. But as you see in the background, that big old fort over there, that's my next undertaking. Hopefully this summer it's coming down. I'm tired of it. Some of you might say, well, it's good with the kids. Yeah, it's good with the kids, but Captain's no carpenter, and I'm not about to be, with upkeep, wood, and, the bottom half of it, where, it's all dark and dreary and all wet and damp. The floor, actually, you walk in there, you're starting to cave in. The flooring's all bad. And I think the structure really isn't even sound anymore. So, I'm going to try to maybe sell off the slides, and then tear it down, and I guess I gotta rent a dumpster or do something like that. because there's no way I could make trips to the dump with that big monstrosity. I'd be going to the dump every day for like a damn month. The truck I got. So I think the best bet is looking to get in a dumpster and just throwing it all in a dumpster. But yeah, I mean, had it since we had, since we bought the house. It was a selling point, I guess. I mean, we thought, before kids. So, like, yeah, the kids will love it, and blah, 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 blah. Half the time the kids don't even use it. I'm on my third one. Third and final, the boy. Little Captain Junior. When I tear it down, maybe get something smaller. A decent little swing set type deal, maybe. I want to get a shed, maybe. Put some of the, clear up that garage, make it more of my dojo again. Hopefully the audio quality is good. Wind's picking up. Gloomy as heck. I mean, I don't know. So, second order of business I want to talk about is the first mate here. Alright, I get asked a lot of times on social media and things like that, what's the deal with him? What's the deal with the first mate? I'm like, well, he's part of the show, man. I'm the captain and he's the first mate. So for those of you that are new to the channel, Hugo here is a children's toy from the mid-70s, I believe, by Kenner, I believe. I think it's Kenner. He's the man of 1,000 faces. He came with eye patches, nose pieces, beards, hair, and glasses and things like that. And you dressed him up and he became whatever the heck you wanted him to be. But for me, the captain, I grew up, I didn't have him. He wasn't my children's toy. I grew up watching this vaudevillian show on the local New Jersey PBS station called the Uncle Floyd Show. It's got this guy, Uncle Floyd, or Floyd, I forget, he's an Italian guy, Viviano, something like that. And he's very well known. You look him up on IMDb. He still has a radio broadcast show up in North Jersey. But he had a television show that I grew up watching. I grew up watching Dark Shadows, Uncle Floyd, Mr. Rogers, anything that was on PBS. I was the PBS kid. So late 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, just I watched all that. And his show was on till like 94 or 99, either 94 or 96. It went off the air. But I'm having a hard time keeping the fight lit today. Gotta keep an eye on my time. Yeah. Because this camera, I gotta get a new chip. I gotta invest in a new chip. Maybe that'll make the record time longer. If not, then whatever. So Uncle Floyd, he played piano, and like it was like a stand-up, like Three Stooges type thing. He'd tell jokes, and like when he'd go to the piano, this guy Muggsy would always mess around, and like he'd bring Hugo out, and he had a bow tie, suit jacket. He was just dressed up like Uncle Floyd. He was always wearing these little derby hats and very colorful jackets, suit jackets, and bow ties, and that was his shtick. And he would play the piano, and they'd pull his chair while he's playing the piano. He'd almost fall on his ass, and they'd laugh. Like they would do like these scenes, dressed up in makeup and all kinds of stuff, and like they're telling their jokes, and they start busting out laughing before the jokes even get out. I mean, it was just a great classic show. I don't even think you can find any of his stuff on YouTube. You might be able to see some things, some aspects of it, but it's like copyrighted or the stuff's lost. I have some old VHS tapes that I actually taped off TV. If there was a way for me to convert it, I'd show some scenes, but I don't have the converter for it. And so they, I had, like I said, I had some old stuff. I don't think you can even find any of it on YouTube, but yeah, they would have Hugo dancing around. They bring him up on camera and they have him dancing and things like that. So the captain always enjoyed that. I love that show, and I seen Hugo once at the local Cranberry Festival. It's a festival I've been to since since I was a child, and I've kept up the tradition and taken my children to the Cranberry Fest. I might shoot some footage this year. I don't think I showed any footage. You know, last year it's kind of hard. You know, you have all these people there and things like that. I'm not really comfortable yet out in public. You know, walking around with a camera. You know, people would be like, "What the hell is this guy doing recording?" You know, might shoot some footage with my phone or something. Just like and do like another pipe chat or show some scenes from that this fall. It's a fall festival here in southern New Jersey, and one time, getting what I'm getting at, one time I saw Hugo there, and I wanted to get him so bad. And I think we came back the next day on a Sunday, but he was gone. I said, "Mom, I want to get Hugo." I said, "Hugo." But I think I was so young that I don't think she would have bought it anyway. So years later, I went on eBay, and he's quite the pricey mate to get. So I picked him up, and then when I started recording the Captain Bailey Adventures, I made him part of the stick, because every captain needs a mate, right? And the name Captain Bailey is derived from a co-worker of mine who created the name for me. And he, because I always go out fishing in my kayak, and I do some crazy stuff. With that kayak, I go everywhere. I'm fearless. I am fearless with my kayak. It's a river kayak. It's an LL Bean kayak. It's a river kayak, and it doesn't take waves too good. I mean, if the waves come in, it's not an open ocean kayak where you can, where the water's going to flow out. Okay? So, and so, he had, my coworker started calling me Captain. You know, and I drive, you know, my kayak and fish and things like that. And he's like, "Yeah, the captain's here. The captain's going to set sail. The captain's going to set," you know. And just joking around all the time, and it kind of stuck. And I said, so I started calling my you know, then I started getting into the brewing the beer, and then he started, you know, and it kind of stuck as I started calling it, you know, Captain Bailey's Brewery. You know, so then when I started the channel, making the beer videos and things like that, you know, being inspired by all you other brew tubers, I decided to make videos, and I called it Captain Bailey's Adventures. And this channel, as you know, is all over the place. You know, I go kayaking, hiking, fishing videos, you know, me and the first mate, whatever we get up to. So I put him in the mix. So for those of you guys that are new to the channel and don't get it, well, this is the video explaining it. Again, I mean, I've said it on several videos over and over again, but some people just don't get it. And it's a little comedy thing, too, you know. And I enjoy making videos. Of course, I'm not going into this to try and make any money like the big YouTubers and things like that. I mean, never happened. I mean, I just enjoyed making it, because once you get to that point, and you're like, oh, I gotta get something up for the fans, gotta get something up for the views, gotta make that money. I mean, I got a full-time job. I got 3 kids. I enjoy chatting, discussions, my movie reviews. I might start doing some more. You know, I did a couple movie reviews, like recent movies. I may go back, and I have an extensive collection of horror films. May do some reviews on them. I don't know. See how it goes. But that's the story of the first mate and how the captain came to be. So, I'm glad that you guys are here. Glad that people are watching, paying attention. That's good. I mean, because someone's doing yard work. But yeah, I'm just going to keep doing it. I mean, I know the springtime is somewhere around here, and once it breaks, we're probably going to have to Who the hell knows? Turn the air on. You know, it's going to go from got the fireplace going, you know, freezing to sweat to death. You know, one extreme to the next. But yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to try to keep content up on a regular basis, even if it's just these little pipe chat vlogs with movie reviews and things like that. My thoughts, discussions. So, alright. I don't want to get too long-winded. But, hope everyone is well. Have a good weekend. Hopefully this video will get up in time before the weekend's over. But yeah. So keep your bowls full, matches dry, lighters full of fluid, and get out there and have yourself an adventure. Remember, let's set sail.